Hey guys, very good evening everyone. Welcome to the session and welcome to the BYJU'S Exam Prep ESE INCS YouTube channel. And yes, the entire team of ESE is live in front of you to have a panel discussion of the engineering services mains examination conducted just today, yes, 25th of June, right? And we'll be bringing you the separate panel discussions for electronics and electrical. This is for electronics and communication engineering, right? So that you get complete idea, because papers of both the branches are different. So we are keeping it a different panel discussion. First, let us have a quick and a brief discussion about electronics, how the paper was, how the subject distribution is, difficulty level, everything, and all the experts will be giving their particular comments on the particular subjects that they deal with, right? And then very important, what is the expected cutoff, because the seats for electronics, yes, this session right now is for electronics panel discussion, and seats are almost double, in fact slightly more than double this year for electronics. So definitely that is also a very major factor in deciding the cutoff, of course, along with the level of the paper, the length of the paper. But yeah, the number of seats is also a very crucial factor, right? So let us get started, guys, with this amazing panel discussion. Sanjay sir, over to you.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. Hello guys, how are you? And that is the session for all the students. आपने mains दिया या नहीं दिया, it doesn't matter. You will get the idea about that. What is the paper? What about the level of the paper? And how to get the command over the topics, right? तो आप हम लोग यहाँ पर ये डिस्कस करने आए हैं कि कितने क्वेश्चंस आए, from which subjects, and what about the weightage of the subject, right? और एक कट ऑफ मार्क्स क्या जाएगा. अच्छा, ये एक आपको मोटिवेट करेगा. न्यू स्टूडेंट्स है जो तैयारी करना अपना स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं, दैट इज फॉर मेंस एग्जामिनेशन और इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज प्री और व्हाट इंटरव्यू, देन डेफिनेटली दिस सेशन विल मोटिवेट यू. एंड गाइस, simply I can say that start your preparation now, guys, and watch the paper. What about the mains paper? And you will be able to solve around 50% question without extra effort, guys. Asu sir.
Thank you, Rati sir. Thank you, Rakesh sir. And guys, I hope you all are well, and I hope you are enjoying. The thing is, when you it is applicable for all ESE. I mean, every time when ESE exam happen, when you see that the mains exam, student usually get motivated. The reason is the level of the questions is not that much difficult, though it's lengthy. I mean, you have to express everything, so it's kind of lengthy, but you will see that the paper, the level of the question is not that much difficult. So it will always motivate you, whether you are preparing the exam or not preparing the exam. So it's my request to all of you guys, go through that exam. You will see that all the questions are from the classroom study, and you will feel good, and you will see that you are preparing in a right direction or not. Okay, so that's important. And in this session we will discuss many insight, so stay with us, and let's see, let's analyze the paper. So Saket sir, over to you.
Good evening everyone. So I hope that you might have written the mains examination very well, and your hard work, whatever in the last 1 year, 2 year you have done for this particular exam, maybe come into the form of result. But this result it is not going to decide your dream. Yes, your career, and obviously it may be your dream job, but it is not going to decide your future. So even if you are not able to perform well, still be confident, because if you have prepared for the ESE exam, that means you have covered all the exams. Means if any exam will come in front of you, then definitely you are prepared for that particular exam, because you have prepared for the most toughest technical exam, you can say, in terms of writing, in terms of knowledge, and in terms of coverage of the syllabus. So many things you have already covered, and obviously there are multiple exams related to the ESE syllabus, like the DRDO will also take the recruitment from the same syllabus of the ESE. So that is going to help you in the other exam as well. So don't worry. And those aspirants who are going to appear in the next year ESE exam, so that session is going to be helpful for them very well, because we are going to give you the details of this exam, that how you should prepare and what should be the cutoff, how should be your approach, because in terms of mains examination as well, we are going to discuss. So Naveen sir, if you want to add something.
Hello guys, good evening everyone. So my observation about this mains paper is, it's like the preparation duration itself is very lengthy, more than 1.5 years. And when it comes to the prelims level and mains level, if you can go through previous year question papers, I don't think it is a toughest paper. It's a moderate to easy to moderate paper only. And even it is mains paper also, if you see. And most of the questions are appear directly from the textbooks. And that is what we teach at BYJU'S Exam Prep platform, right? So you can see, you can go through those questions and you can find out them in the textbook and even on our classroom program also. So our classroom program helps a lot for the student, and most of the students have cracked the prelims also. So you can get the benefit out of our classroom program, right? And coming to the weightage analysis and difficulty level, we are going to discuss about this in a moment. Okay, sir.
Yes, I think, Naveen. So let's start sharing. Start sharing the presentation and the data that we have collected and gathered for the students. And out of that data, let's give our conclusions as well. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is what is the subject distribution that you're able to see for 2023. But not only 2023, we have just for comparison put it into 2022 and 2021 as well. And if I talk about the digital circuits this year, it's a very easy. It's not only easy, I would say a very easy portion from digital circuits for electronics and communication engineering students, right? And also at the same time, it's not only easy, but the weightage has gone low. But that's okay. UPSCs are unpredictable. The weightage keeps on shuffling. That's not a very big deal. But I found just very easy digital circuits. Question based on state diagram of multiplexer. And you can call it that it's just a similar previous year question of GATE. Usually it doesn't happen in the mains examination. But that question of state diagram, which I have seen here, is just almost a copy of GATE question. Okay, so that is why I call it as very easy. Now, over to other faculties to discuss on their observation regarding to that subjects.
I'll pick up, sir. I have 3 subjects here to talk about: basic electrical engineering and measurements, and then material science. So if we come across basic electrical engineering, as you are from ECE background, maybe it looks a little tougher, but actually they are very basic questions as electrical point of view. If you have gone through them, then if you have an idea about machinery and the power system, all over just overall idea, then you can do it. Otherwise, it looks a little tougher side. Otherwise, it is a basic question for electrical guys. That's the point I just wanted to say when it comes to basic electrical engineering part. And in the basic electrical engineering part, there is a DC network portion also. They are very direct questions from Thevenin's theorem and maximum power transfer theorem, and then nodal answers directly. The only thing is the nodal question is a little bit lengthy, not tough. So it will take some time to solve the question. That's it. Nothing more than that from the basic electrical engineering part. So keeping electronic guys in mind, I have given the difficulty level as moderate. Otherwise, it will be an easy paper. For electrical guys, it will be an easy questions. And coming to material science, it's little bit tougher side, moderate to tougher side, I can say, because it is very more of theory oriented and very lengthy solutions will be there. That's the reason why I've given it as moderate to tougher side. And when it comes to measurements, it is easy directly from classroom program and subject AK Sahani textbook. So not even there, they have changed only the numericals. That is the only change I have observed in the questions. So that is from my side.
Okay, sir. So now let's discuss about network theory as well. Network theory was again very easy, guys, and let me tell you, there were some 7 to 8 questions from network theory, and starting from the basic laws. So 2 questions from the basic laws, and those questions are very easy. 2 questions from network theorem, like Thevenin theorem. There is one question from maximum power transfer theorem. So again, it was very easy. 1 question from AC circuits, 3 questions from 2-port, and 1 question from transient theory. So more or less, the paper was these questions are very easy, and if you have prepared, even the average student can solve these questions. All the questions are from classroom study and very easy. The thing is, presentation, how you present your answer, how you write your answer. So writing skills are important now, because every student know these questions. If you are preparing well, let's say you are studying well and you are an average student, if I'm saying that, or above average student, it means you must have solved network theory. It's easy for everyone. The thing is how to write the solution. That is the crucial point now. Okay, so hope for the best. And network theory was very easy. And those students who have not appeared in this exam, please watch it. Please look at the questions, go through these questions. You'll feel good and you will feel confident. Okay, so that's about network theory. Sir.
Hello guys. Now the questions from what basic electronics and what analog. Now remember guys, basic electronics and analog, these two subjects are interrelated. Okay, we can't differentiate between what basic electronics and analog, but according to the syllabus or given in what engineering services, to go through that, that operational amplifier is given in what basic electronics. Okay, BJT characteristics is given, or MOSFET or any other thing is given in what basic electronics. And when we are talking about the frequency analysis of BJT, frequency analysis of MOSFET, biasing and stabilization, these topics are given in what analog, right? So when we are differentiating, so then 69 marks from basic electronics. And what about the level of the question? I can say what moderate level. Okay, and this time one question from the photodiode, one question how to reduce the threshold voltage of the MOSFET, and two questions on derivation. So normally these last 2 to 3 years there was no question on derivation, but this time again questions on derivation from what basic electronics. So new students, please go through the derivation. It will help you in other competitive exams, whether it is a GATE exam or what ISRO, DRDO, bar. No doubt this type of questions we are getting in what engineering services means. But everyone go through the solution. Within 2 or 3 days we are going to provide you the complete solution. We are going to share our experience. And then guys, then I am talking about the analog. So analog, very simple questions on clipper, one question, and then one question on what again, that is the basic electronics or analog, how to find the driving point impedance that was taken from network and that is utilized in what analog, and you have to find. And one questions on waveform generator, that is what operational amplifier is connected, diodes are connected, capacitors are connected, comparators connected. What means a very conceptual question. Okay, please go through that. It will help you in what GATE 2024, this type of questions. Okay, and when I'm talking about the BJT, again this is a very easy question. So that is all about the basic electronics and what analog circuit. Sir, Saket sir.
Yes, so usually my subjects are in the paper 2 actually. So analog and digital communication and advanced communication. These two subjects, if I talk about, then the communication subjects are a little bit easy actually. Most of the questions are from standard textbooks. So those who are preparing for the GATE examination, they obviously have gone through all these type of questions. So there is nothing new in the analog and digital communication system. So that is why I feel that it is in the easy part. And also, if I say the number of marks that it has covered is around 70. So in compare with that, if I talk about the advanced communication, which is a very vast syllabus, and it is very difficult to cover for the students who is in the final year or who has taken the first time drop, because this is the subject which has the combination of the other 5 subjects. So it is generally students find difficulty how to cover this particular subject, because there are number of subjects and how much depth we have to go particular in this different chapters of this particular subject. Like satellite communication, you have to go through microwave also, optical, computer network, cellular communication, or you can say wireless communication. So there are multiple subjects inside this advanced communication. So how much depth you should go through, and if you will see the weightage, then it is again increased. So if in compare with the last year, it has increased, and the number of questions that is asked, especially have been from the subject like optical communication. So again, if you see the weightage, so in the 90 marks, number of questions, 2-3 questions are only from the optical communication. So that's why I have kept it in the moderate, because you might have not covered some part and you might have covered in some part. So if suppose you have not prepared optical communication, then you will be losing the marks because the number of questions asked from that particular chapter is more. And again, the questions are also a little bit new. Some questions are same as the previous year questions, but some questions are new. So it is in the moderate level. So I hope guys you have covered this, and obviously in our app we have covered all the topic in the limited manner so that everybody can attempt the questions from every part of the syllabus. So that is what I can say about the subject. So over to you, Rakesh.
Yes, thank you, sir. Now, coming to the analysis of control systems, and as expected, it is always an easy part for the students. Okay, not much difficulty. There's a regular signal flow graph type question, which everybody, I think, will be able to solve. The question from time response, a waveform is given, so you can utilize that overshoot and peak time concept to solve it up. Okay, there is a question of, designing of PD controller with the given phase margin and gain crossover frequency. So that's little calculative, but I won't call it as difficult at all. It's the only thing is it's calculative, a lot of calculations coming into it. Root locus हमेशा expected होता है 20 marks. There is a detailed root locus question, but if you have studied root locus, again easy. It's again a descriptive lengthy question, a lot of parameters, but it's easy. Okay, there is no questions that probably I could find from Nyquist plot or even the state space analysis for the electronics guys. Bode plot one question is there, but that is again very regular type of question. So overall control system, that is why I've kept it as easy, and the weightage is also slightly moderate this time. Usually 70, 80 is always expected. It is 60 this time, right? And coming to again one important subject, electromagnetics. See, some questions are pretty straightforward. If I talk about wave propagation and even antenna question, it's a direct question from Hertzian dipole field calculation. That is very straightforward. The question from transmission line and waveguide is not difficult, but it's not direct also. Okay, so I'll call those questions a little good questions, and that is why overall I call the electromagnetics as moderate. Okay, again, I repeat the concept, the questions from wave and antennas are simple, but transmission line and waveguide, not difficult, but not direct. Okay, जैसे wave propagation or antenna से direct question आया, it is not that direct, only thing is, right? Okay, so that is what is the analysis, and expected electromagnetics, definitely will expect good questions at the end of the day, and they have given some decent questions out of there, right? So moving ahead, to advanced electronics also, Sanjay sir, any opinion? Sir, I think it's mute. Sir, Sanjay sir, it's mute.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. Now from advanced electronics, around 30 marks question from microprocessor. Guys, we are just leaving the microprocessor, that is 8085, because that is not in syllabus of GATE examination. But 30 marks question from microprocessor, and one is what only given what is the time taken by what stay instruction, STA. Okay. And that is what 13 T states. That was very easy question, 10 marks, and one question, 20 marks question on programming, that is sorting. Okay, and that is the 30. And one question from digital, but that is not mentioned in what second paper. But when we are going through the syllabus of advanced electronics, first part is what combinational circuit, multiplexer, and so on. And that's why that one question from digital electronics, and remaining question from filters. And zero question, this time zero questions from what VLSI technology. So remember guys, and all are what numerical based question. So you will be able to solve all these questions, and that is about the advanced electronics.
Yes, and definitely in this paper, we have also seen some questions which are integration of some subjects, and that is what makes the mains exam a little bit, more beautiful, because there is the scope of combining the subjects. And we have seen the questions like combination of analog and communication or basic electronics and material science. So, if you have really studied in depth, then you'll be definitely able to relate the concept from one on to other. And not only this, electronics, there are several concepts which can be always combined, even network, control signals with analog. This can always be a good combination. And there are 3 to 4 questions of those such combinations which ESE has asked, right? So, sir, any opinion before we speak about the cutoff analysis?
सर सब्जेक्ट सभी प्रिपेयर करने होंगे, आप लोगों का भी एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कीजिएगा. हम लोग जब भले सब्जेक्ट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जैसे 2 क्वेश्चंस आर कंपलसरी, फर्स्ट एंड फिफ्थ वन इज कंपलसरी. and you have to choose at least one question from each section. Then go through the section, guys. One question from network, then other question from analog, then other question from basic or EMFT, and so on. That is what mixing means. You have to prepare all subjects, then you can choose three extra questions from what remaining 6 questions. अगर आपने ये सोचा है कि मैं अगर ये सब्जेक्ट छोड़कर चला जाऊं और बाकी तो वहां सिलेक्शन है 480, आउट ऑफ 480 you have to solve 300 marks, means we can leave what 180 marks, but guys we have to prepare all the subjects. Sir, Asu sir.
जी सर, आपने सही बोला. Let's say, I mean, if you are looking at the subject wise score, so network theory is 80 and digital is like 40 and EMFT is also like 60-50. The thing is, many students are thinking in that way that okay, we can prepare these 5 subjects and we can get 300 marks or 400 marks. It's not like that, guys. The problem is the combination, because if you are looking the first question or second or third, whatever question you are looking, not only network theory is there in that question, other subject is combined. So it's a mixing, and you may be unlucky. Let's say you have prepared network theory or communication, or maybe network theory or analog electronics. But in exam, it may be possible that along with the network theory, there is a question from EMFT, or there is a question from some other subject which you have not prepared. It means you are not getting the full marks. So you cannot think in that terms. Ultimately, you have to prepare all the subjects. Okay, then only you will feel better, you will score easily, and you will score good. Okay, so this is the main point that you can analyze. And moreover, I mean, how you are representing, I mean, according to the marks you have to represent, because it's not like that in GATE exam we are more focused in getting answer. So it's totally different. So you have to look at the approach also, how to approach this paper, and so these things are very important, and I hope you will understand these things from this paper. So Saket sir, anything you want to add?
Sir, let's talk about the cutoff, because students are waiting about the cutoff, that we should release the our expectation from, because they are waiting so long. So let's talk about that. So I think Sanjay sir will start saying about his expectation, because he is the most expert person in all of us who has cleared the ESE exam many times. So let's start with the Sanjay sir.
Guys, in 2021, that was in 2022, that was the number. You have to watch the seeds, guys. Right? First of all, initially that in 2021 that seed was 19, and then in cutoff marks is what 449, and then in that is I'm talking about the general category. And in 2022, number of seats what 26, and what was the cutoff 479. But at the same time, we have to watch the level of the question paper. Right? This time the question paper is what moderate to tough, and the number of seats are what 58. So we are expecting the cutoff between what 420 to 430. Okay, if suppose that is the cutoff, then guys you have the golden chance to clear what this cutoff, and you are going to give what interview. So don't wait for the results. Start your preparation for what interview. Okay. At the same time, and you can get the idea about what EWS category, OBC, SC, or what ST. So last year that you can decrease what 20 marks, then you can get the cutoff for EWS category, and then what around 20 marks for OBS, and then 40 marks. When we are decreasing the 40 marks, you will get the cutoff for ST and ST category, guys. So Rakesh sir.
Yes, guys. So definitely that's what we all discussed as well among us. Ki 420 to 430, definitely slightly lesser than the last years. The reason is being number of seats increase, so more number of candidates will be accommodated, right? Some of you might be thinking the seats are doubled, so cutoff can be even much lower, but no, 430 is okay, because एक फैक्टर ये भी मान के चलना कि जब सीट्स बढ़ जाता है तो थोड़ा सा जो एस्पिरेंट्स हैं उनका कंपटीशन भी बढ़ जाता है. Right, when the seats are very less, ये मैं मानता हूँ, when the seats are very less, the students are also not that highly energetic. But जहाँ seats ज़्यादा होती है, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे students का भी involvement हो जाता है. So considering all those facts, 420 to 430 can be a good number for expected cutoff. Okay, and respectively some number down for EWS, OBC, SC, ST, as Sanjay sir already mentioned. Right? Yeah, Naveen sir, we can also mention it here now. It's already revealed. Yes. By the time, Ashu sir, your opinion on this?
Yeah, I'm aligned with you, sir, and Rathi, sir, because the seats are almost double now from last to last year. If you're looking, so more than double. So the marks, the cutoff marks will go less, and moreover, the paper was also not that much easy. It was in some subject it was moderate also, and especially that basic electrical, in which the electrical part is there. In that, I mean, the EC student feel it difficult. So I mean, if you look at the entire combination, it was moderate. So you can say that the cutoff will be around 420 or 430. Even I'm also hopeful that it might go 400 to 410. So it might be possible. Let's see. So don't lose your hope, guys. If you're getting 400 marks, don't lose your hope, and prepare for the interview. Don't stop your preparation, and hope for the best. Ji sir, Rakesh sir.
Yes, so definitely, guys, you already must be aware about how much you scored in prelims, and now mains भी आप लिख के आ गए हो, तो आपको clear idea, approx idea लग गया होगा कि आपने कितना attempt किया है और कितना आपका सही expectation हो सकता है. So if you are going beyond 400, 410, okay, so it's a good number to take a call for interview. Saket sir, Naveen sir, your opinions on this?
Just I wanted to add up once again one point here. The point is, every faculty, most of our faculty members have said that point. Questions are easy or moderate, or most of the questions are of some same as it is of previous year questions, or of directly from textbook or from classroom program. The only thing why the paper looks like difficulty is because of the conditions. You need to attempt first question in the section 1 and second maybe first question in the section 2. Because of these conditions only, the question paper looks like difficult, and because of some mixed questions, the difficulty level little bit on higher side. You are not able to attempt all the questions because of these conditions. That's the only point I just wanted to add at this point. At this moment.
And Naveen sir, I think we can stop the sharing now. Let's have a normal discussion with the students.
Okay.
Saket sir, anything you would like to add?
Yes, sir, definitely. We should follow the textbook if you are preparing for the mains exam. So definitely standard textbooks are always important. And even if this year also, if you will see the questions, the direct questions came from the standard textbooks only. Like if you talk about the communication, and you might have seen some question from the electromagnetic also. Direct questions came from the textbooks only. So textbooks are important along with the standard some notes, you should say. And second thing, yes, definitely a very good point Rakesh sir added, that if the competition is increased generally when the number of seats are increased, so definitely this time many students will take interest for the next year also, because it is expected to be even more than this because of the elections and all. So it is expected that the number of seats at least will remain the same, or it may increase. So definitely more students are taking interest now in the ESE again, because in the last 3 to 4 years some interest was gone actually, but now it is coming back, and now the students are again taking interest to become an ESE. So let's hope, and all the very best
Election is
to all
also
the
very
students.
interesting, sir. Election is also very interesting.
Yes.
So one more thing, guys, let me add on that, just when the mains results are going to be declared, and this time we are going to call you, all the mains qualified aspirants, for the mock interviews as well. Yes, we are going to support you for the interview preparation of ESE, and it's going to be a panel as you actually see in UPSC, right? It's not going to be a panel only of faculties, but yeah, definitely a combination of faculty and the experts, like who already take the UPSC sort of interview, right? So be ready, guys. We are there to support you. And those who qualify the mains, again, I repeat, okay, just when the mains list and result is declared, okay, our team will be contacting you. And yes, we are, happy if you need, we are happy to give you the complete real mock atmosphere. Okay, so definitely you can take a participation in that, because interview finally that 200 marks also going to play a key role in deciding your final all India rank. But if you have qualified mains, it's a golden opportunity. Again, we tell you, we have told you the tentative cutoff 420, 430, or as Ashu sir told, it may be even slightly lesser. So if you are getting somewhere beyond 400 total prelims plus mains, if you think, okay, start preparing for interview. Don't wait for any sort of result. Start preparing on your own. Okay, and then definitely once the result is out, we'll be guiding you at the like real mock sessions. And one more thing, you know, textbooks are always important. Everybody added, you know, for ESE mains, especially even for GATE these days, textbooks are important. You should definitely take up the new questions because different जो difficult questions आता है GATE में, जो 20% हमेशा element होता है good questions का, they are always you know motivated from the real standard textbook. Other than that, guys, textbook तो आप कर ही रहे हो, but for a GATE aspirant also I would like to add ESE mains के question कर लेने चाहिए, even though you're GATE aspirant, because you will learn a lot of things. Okay, you learn a lot of things. You're very sure you'll learn a lot of things, interesting things you will learn. Right. So even though you have not attempted any mains examination, and if you're a GATE aspirant going to appear 2024 or 25, definitely once your subject is complete, उस subject के mains के not only 2023, take 10-15 years of mains question and attempt it. आपको भले ESE नहीं भी देना हो, then only still a good advice for GATE. Okay, सीखोगे, जरूर सीखोगे, मेरा experience ये बोलता है. Right, आप सीखोगे उससे. What do you say, sir?
सर इस बार की शुरुआत करो 2023 से। राकेश सर ने बिल्कुल सही बात बोली है, और जो 2023 का हम सॉल्यूशन आपको प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि विद इन 2 डेज में आ जाएगा, आप देखेंगे कि वैसे ही क्वेश्चन हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं गेट एग्जामिनेशन। और कुछ आपको चैलेंजिंग क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे जो आपको टेस्ट सीरीज में भी नहीं मिल पाएंगे, या आप देखेंगे नहीं तो आपको लगेगा वाकई ये कैसे इसका सॉल्यूशन बनाया जाए। एक और एडवाइस है भाई, क्वेश्चन जिन्होंने मेंस नहीं दिया है, प्लीज ट्राई टू सॉल्व दोस क्वेश्चन। जब 1-2 बार अटेम्प्ट ले लो ना, उसके बाद सॉल्यूशन देखिए, अदरवाइज उस क्वेश्चन की जो ग्रेविटी है ना वही खत्म कर दोगे। तो आप पहले ट्राई कीजिएगा, अपना अटेम्प्ट दीजिएगा और देन गो फॉर द सॉल्यूशन।